How's it going, Laser Bruce's Arbo, Sixkilla, welcome back to Sol Dorado Heist. We are still here talking to Jack Viper about if he's the solid ace. And she said we can't ask out straight out, we have to ask in a way that he'll give us the information. I don't actually think he is the solid ace anyway. And he said he won't, already said that he won't tell us how a trick works, so where do you get your inspiration, I suppose? Movies mostly. But I also watch a lot of TV shows about magic. Tal and Penner have a lot of great shows where the best magician try to bamboozle them with ingenious tricks, and I know about that show. They even speak in code to communicate with the magicians while everyone watches. Right, you can catch the patterns if you pay attention, but only true magicians understand what they mean. They like to sprinkle jokes and pop culture references in their code too. Otherwise it would just sound like gibberish, right? The audience would get bored. Well, that's part of it, but also they don't want people to focus on the keywords. They tell jokes as a form of misdirection. Misdirection, is that trick you magicians use to lead the audience attention to one flashy thing, when the trick happens somewhere completely different, right? Right, usually a very mundane place or right under your nose. That's the magic of, well, magic. So words can be used as misdirection as well, is that what you say? Of course, the simplest tricks are often the most effective, mademoiselle. So you think you'd be able to bamboozle them if you appeared there? Ha! I'm actually developing a special trick just for them. I'll invite you when I perform. Perhaps you'll even want to be featured as my lovely assistant? That won't be necessary, but thanks anyway. Your loss, but stardom doesn't knock on your door twice, you know. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Being on stage is so exciting. Watching your show is more than enough excitement for me. So that means I'll see you tonight at the Galaxy stage. Yeah, I already got tickets. I can't let them go to waste. You know, you're allowed to say that you just want to come see some fabulous magic. Well, that too. You won't be disappointed, Alex Thorn. And tonight's show will be extra magical. I've got a surprise for everybody. Am I actually eager to see that? Your face tells me you're eager to see it.
Let's do
See you soon, hocus pocus. He isn't moving. He just yelled some magic words, but nothing happened. It's usually the part where I magically disappear, but you know, I'm in my dressing room and not on stage. So to be polite if you, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, I guess I should go now. See you soon, hocus pocus. And with magical steps, I magically walk out of the room and find myself in the middle of the Sol Dorado again. This little chat was interesting. I even got some relevant info on the guy, I guess. It all points out to tonight's show. I better get all the info I can before that. I think that went well. I finally managed to talk to Jack Viper, and I can say without a doubt that I have no idea if he's the solid ace. What was I thinking? That speaking to him magically unlocked my memories? Is that even how it works? I don't know. I've never had amnesia before, and if I have, I don't remember. There's still a lot of questions I need to ask. And if the solid ace robs this casino, he'll move on, and I'll have no idea where he's going to attack next. And if the solid ace robs the casino, what? Or, I can finally talk to this guy and see what his deal is. He's definitely hiding something. Yeah, well look at him. What do you want? What are you staring at? Beat it, kid. Sorry, sir, but I need to talk to you. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Fine then, talk. Huh? Can't cut your tongue? I said talk all you want. I didn't think it would be that easy. All I need to do is ask. Huh. Go figure. Well, I've seen you around a lot. So, there's a lot of people here. This is a casino. Sure, but you're not gambling or attending the shows. You're just, I don't know, hanging around? What's wrong with that? I'm just checking this place out. I don't think so. You know Rebecca, right? The owner? So what if I do? Anyway, that's none of your concern. This guy, I can tell from a mile away, he's bad news. Exactly the kind of guy my mama warned me about. But on the other hand, he may hold the key to this whole thing. I don't think he's a solid ace, but he could know something. What about it? Do I really want to know more? Yes. Why would you not want to know more? Dude, we've already got so many paths where you can change based on what you question, what you say. How many endings does this have? I'm sorry, sir, but I can't let you off the hook that easily. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it? I mean, it'd be really nice if you know, told me. I like your guts, kid. I really hope he doesn't mean that in a literal sense. I can tell you about Rebecca if you want it that much. It's not like it's a secret. Thanks. You can say we're business partners. You mean you own the Sol Dorado too? I wouldn't put it that way. What do you mean then? Let's just say she's tasked with an important mission. And lately she's been doing her part real good. Too good. That's why I was sent here, to remind her why she's doing all of this. I don't get it, too good? Remind her why she's doing this? I can't tell you anymore. Maybe if you're nice, she'll have the guts to tell you herself. But I doubt it. Rebecca Mendoza is nothing but a spineless coward. You don't talk about her like that. What's the matter, is she your best friend or something? She could be. Don't make me laugh, Rebecca doesn't have any friends. We made sure of that. What do you mean? I said enough. This has been a nice distraction, but I got places to be. See you around, I guess. They made sure Rebecca doesn't have any friends? This guy, I should really warn her about him. I bet she's holed up in her office, so I better go to her. She already knows he's around. Just as I guess, no security. It's almost like she expects people to get in here. Well, I guess most folks are too busy gambling and playing downstairs to even venture here. And even if they wanted, one would assume that this place would be closed, not even try. But not me. I never assume. I read a book once that told me not to do it.
Are you alright?
Alex Thorn.
Hey.
Rebecca, I was just thinking about you. Actually, I was just thinking about a self-help book. Well, you're in my office, so I would expect you to have me in mind. What brings you here? I wanted to ask you about that guy. Jack Viper again? I'd advise you to stop pestering him. He's under a lot of stress already and doesn't know how to deal with it. Everyone keeps expecting great things from him, but he fears he'll not be able to deliver. Jack Viper feels that way, huh? No, this isn't about Jack. It's actually about a strange guy that's always around. You know, wears a loose trench coat, has a weird scar on his face. I must be talking about Mortimer. Mortimer? Is he bothering you? He told me you were business partners. That parasite. So he thinks we're partners. He also referred to you as a spineless coward. I guess that's fair. Rebecca, who is he? Mortimer is, well, he works for my boss. Your boss? The guy who pays for all this, for the Sol Dorado. I don't get it, I thought the Sol Dorado was doing fine. It is, and that's thanks to me. But I guess they don't like it. Why would an investor not like their business venture doing well? Isn't that the whole point? They want it to be discreet. They didn't want to draw attention. Sorry, when the English translation's a bit funny, I'll modify it to make a bit more sense. Just letting you know that, so I won't be reading exactly necessarily. The ideal scenario was to run a moderate business, successful enough to seem like it earns money, but discreet enough to not attract any press, or the police. Well, you make it sound like the casino was just founded for money laundering. No way. Mortimer and his people invested in the Sol Dorado in order to clean their dirty money. But as it turns out, the casino ended up doing pretty well. I wanted to put an end to it, but I insisted they gave me another shot. Rebecca, and now everyone knows the Sol Dorado is coming. The whole place is swarming with cops. You're not involved in any, illegal activities with them? Like money laundering isn't illegal enough. You know what I mean. This guy Mortimer, he told me to make sure you didn't have any. He told me he made sure you didn't have any friends. I'm neck deep, I'm afraid. I can't go to the police. Why are you telling me all this? You mean you don't know? Huh? Wait. Miss Mendoza, it's time already. Oh, right. I'm sorry, Alex, we can talk another time. I must go now. Jack showers in a few hours and I need to be there tonight. Now you need to tell me. Rebecca, Daisy, please. No, they're gone. Rebecca and I know each other? Why didn't she tell me before? No, it's not a matter of why didn't she tell me, it's a matter of why couldn't she tell me? That guy, Mortimer. I knew he was up to no good. So he's with the mob or something, and they use Rebecca to clean their money. That's why he's here all the time. Sol Dorado became too famous for their liking. But what does he want with Rebecca exactly? I don't like this, not one bit. But I seem to be involved somehow, and I need to find out the truth. I got a few minutes to kill before the show. I hope the bartender doesn't notice me. What was his name? Mr. Roland? Ah, so you're back. I'm sorry about earlier, I didn't mean to frighten you. But you gotta understand, things have been strange lately. That Silent Ace thing, that suspicious guy following Rebecca? And you. What's so suspicious about me? You've been snooping around, asking questions. You even managed to talk to Jack Viper. I heard you went as far as to go into his dressing room. Who told you that? Let me tell you, you're doing a better investigation than that detective. Detective? You mean Drake Kerrigan? Oh, so you know each other. Doesn't surprise me. We know everyone around here already. Are you a cop too? No, I'm just a curious girl. Well, my mistake. Since you were investigating Jack Viper, I thought... Wait, Detective Kerrigan is investigating Jack? Yeah, and I told you you're doing a much better job than him. Huh, I may want to exchange info with him later. Miss Thorn, can I ask you something? I guess. Who do you trust more? Jack Viper or Detective Kerrigan? What does that have to do with anything? Just answer the question, please, for this old man's sake. Who do I trust? I kind of trust them both, I guess, but I get what he's trying to say. Right now, Jack Viper and Detective Kerrigan stand at opposite sides. On one hand, the detective is, well, a detective. If I can't trust the police, then who can I trust? He's been honest with me so far. But if my flashbacks are true and I'm really an acquaintance of the Silent Ace, maybe I shouldn't trust him blindly. Then again, are my memories really that trustworthy? I guess the fact that I haven't told him about my amnesia means I don't really trust him as much as I'd like to. And on the other hand, Jack Viper seems completely oblivious to this whole thing. We've talked alone before, and if he really knew me, one would think he would drop the facade then. But he didn't. He's either way too committed to the character or he's really innocent. Do I really think that? I've been chasing him all this time. Is this really the best time to second guess me? I'm so close. It's fine, you can take your time to think about it. Oh, I'm sorry, I guess I got lost in my head for a little while. You have an answer? Do I? I guess I trust Jack more because he's, you know, a moron. You know, he's an idiot. And that makes him a lot less dangerous, I think. Whereas Drake, while he seems to have good intentions, he's not very good at being a detective, he's not an idiot. That makes him a little bit more dangerous. Plus he has a bit of power too. I'm gonna say Jack. I always trust the idiots first. Jack, huh? And why would you trust a man you hardly know? It's funny, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. Don't be so sure. Things might not be as simple as you think. Jack Viper, Rebecca Mendoza, the police. Something's off. Even with the police? You don't trust them? I do, but that detective, I don't know about him. Something about him isn't right. You think the detective is lying, or something? Not necessarily, but he's up to something. Don't underestimate him, that's all I'm saying. Take care of yourself, Alex. Hey, wait, Mr. Roland. Why would you tell me this? Think of it as an old man keeping his promise. Huh?
Try not to die, okay?
Now, if you excuse me, I got thirsty clients waiting for me, and those drinks don't serve themselves. A promise? That's strange. I really don't know what to think of that. Mr. Roland, you're hiding something from me. And I'll get you to reveal your secrets, I swear. Here you are. Oh, I'm not doing anything suspicious, I swear. It's fine, I just came to let you know that the show is about to start. Does he still have a wire on? The show? At Galaxy Theatre. Oh, Jack Viper, I completely forgot. Good thing I came here then. But why would you? Does the casino usually remind their audience of shows? Are you a human alarm clock or something? I remembered you had a ticket, and those are hard to come by, you know. I wouldn't know, they seem to hand them out like candy to me. And when I saw you here, getting wasted at the bar, I thought it'd be a shame if you missed tonight's show, so I decided to give you a friendly reminder. Wasted? No, you got it all wrong. No time for excuses, Miss Thorn, you'll miss the show. And believe me, tonight will be the best one yet. It does sound like something I wouldn't want to miss. Exactly. Well, thank you, Mr. Dancer, I'll be on my way then. Can't believe I almost forgot about the show. I'll save the mystery of Mr. Roland for later. Here again, I can't believe I get to see the show twice. It's been good so far, although exactly the same as last one. The crowd doesn't seem to mind, they're going wild. I don't know why I expected the show to be any different. I guess that dumb dancer oversold it to me. Casino staff being casino staff, I guess. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to perform for you all. Isn't magic wonderful? Doesn't it shake you to your very core? For my last trick, I have a very special surprise. Is it going to be the money thing again? He can't possibly do that 2 nights in a row. A good friend of mine will join me here on stage. Please come join me. So he was saving his new act for the end. Clever boy. Was he asking us up? Oh, it's the dancer. No wonder he wanted me to see the show so badly. He's in it. It's a pleasure to join you, Jack. The pleasure's all mine. Are you ready to blow everyone's mind tonight? I am. That's great. And now, a final trick my good friend and I will... Wait, Jack, there's something I'd like to say. Huh? I think it'd be better if we just do the trick. Don't worry, it won't take long. What's going on? Is he improvising? That's so unprofessional. Jack is so strict about his tricks and methods, I can tell he's not having a good time. Fine, but make it quick, my friend. The show must go on. You got it. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you, Jack. You and your show fill our hearts with magic. Your illusions and tricks are so good, I cannot tell reality from fantasy in your show. Why, thank you. Now for our final trick. But all these lies, all this deception, they've got to end sometime, don't you agree? These are not lies. This is magic. That's why I only have one thing to say to you, Jack Viper. I'm Detective Drake Kerrigan, and you're under arrest for being the silent ace. What? The detective is on stage. He was the dancer? He's arresting Jack. He's shirtless. No, you got it all wrong. You won't weasel your way out of this one, pal. This theatre is surrounded by police. There's no way you'll escape, not even with your tricks. Please, let me explain. You got the right to remain silent, and I hope you do. I'm tired of your pretentious voice. No. The crowd is equal parts confused and excited. Do they think this is part of the show? Well, I wouldn't blame them, but I know this is real. Show's over, silent ace.
We're in trouble now.
Just as the detective said, the police arrested Jack Viper in front of everyone. The crowd slowly understood what was happening in front of them. Everyone kept taking photos and videos, but the police quickly took us all out of the theatre. I can't believe Detective Kerrigan did that. Was he planning this all along? Is this why he wanted me to come? Did he want me to see this? Why? I got so many questions. And more importantly, the thing I feared the most just happened. The police got the silent ace before I did. If Jack reveals who I am, they'll arrest me too. But who am I? I still haven't figured that part out. Chapter 3. I'm not sure how much changing the dialogue options we pick change how it's going to play out, because we seem to be moving along through the story regardless of what we pick. So I don't really know. I can't believe what happened yesterday.
I don't understand.
Was it even real? Did the detective really arrest Jack Viper on stage in front of hundreds of people? Isn't there a more discreet way to arrest suspects? I guess he wanted to get him where he would least expect it so he wouldn't escape. Maybe the detective has a flair for the dramatic tone. Well, he wears a trench coat everywhere, so yeah, I'd say he has a flair for the dramatic. And because it was so public, everyone's talking about it. That means if he got it wrong, he's going to look like even more of an idiot than he did already. And in other news, apparently the mysterious silent ace was finally caught. Thanks to the brave efforts of the police, casino owners can now rest. Who would have guessed the criminal mastermind would turn out to be none other than the famous magician, Jack Viper. Could he have been using his tricks and illusions to rob the casinos? He wouldn't tell. His statement is that magicians don't reveal their tricks. That only makes them more suspicious, don't you agree? The only way left is to drag the truth out of him in court. The media is having a field day with this. They won't even question this. They all keep repeating the same official version. And I know I myself believe that Jack Viper was the silent ace, but
What do we do now?
I don't know, something isn't right about this. Maybe I should talk with him one last time. Can't risk the police questioning him. He may reveal something important about me. Well, yeah. I hate not knowing about my past. It's time to clear this up once and for all. I'll ask him directly. Hey, Alex.
Hey!
Benny, what are you doing here?
Are you okay?
I had to see it for myself. Jack Viper behind bars. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. You're not gonna gloat, are you? It does not a good look. Makes you look like a twat. Almost sounds like you're glad. Well, it's not like I wanted him to be there. But he must pay for his crimes, right? I guess. Hey, and now he's gone. Maybe my comedy act will rise again. I doubt it. I got new material. This trip to the police station really inspired me. Who do you call a short fortune teller that committed a crime? Oh no. Please no. I mean, please don't spoil the joke. I want to hear it on stage. You're right. That's why you're my #1 fan. Dodged a bullet there. Can't believe he almost told me the world's oldest joke and thinks it's new material. Oh, but look at the time. I must go now. You seem to be in a hurry lately. Yeah, it's because we've been recording episodes non-stop lately. Mr. Schneider even told me I should sleep more because I look tired in the videos. But I beg to differ. I walked right into that one. See you later, Alex. Did Beanie really come all this way just because he wanted to see Jack? It's not like it's impossible, but... I don't know, I may be overthinking this. Beanie's got to be the criminal mastermind. Because he's the least likely, right? This is a mistake, you have to let him go. I'm sorry, Miss Mendoza, I can't do that. Those voices, are they...
What do we do now?
You can't do that, he's my biggest star. We get shows scheduled for the whole month. What are we going to tell the people? I'm sure they'll understand. Can't you let him perform at least once a week? Miss, we're talking about the most wanted criminal in Vegas. I would advise you to either find new talent or refund those tickets. But we would lose so much money. You're the Sol Dorado Casino, you'll be fine. Detective, I helped you, and did all you asked during the investigation. I even let you work there and get on stage yesterday. And for that I'm grateful, you've been a great help. And we couldn't have done this without you. If I'd have known, I would never... Rebecca, are you okay? That damn detective, he won't listen. I guess it must be pretty... It must be pretty though, huh? What are you planning to do about the show? It's not only about that. There's no way Jack is a silent ace. He practices all day. We know where he is 24/7. There's no way he's sneaking around robbing casinos. Maybe he's some kind of trick. He's a magician after all. I know how all his tricks are done. There's no way he could pull this off. You know his secrets? Of course. Who do you think pays for all this props? I'll have to ask Rebecca about those tricks later. Believe me, if Jack could do this, I'd be the first to know. She doesn't seem to be lying, but still, she could be covering for him. After all, he's the main star of the Sol Dorado. His absence hurts them greatly. Everything was going so well. Why did this happen? Rebecca, wait. Let her go. She's going through a lot. How could you lie to me? What are you talking about? I shared a lot of info with you. Stop pretending. You were disguised as a masked dancer and you never told me your plans. I'm with the police. I have no obligation to disclose confidential information with civilians. But I told you I'd catch him, didn't I? Now my peers finally respect me. I did it. You think I could talk to him? Who? Jack Viper? It'll be real quick. I just need to ask him something. You family or something? What sort of relation do you have with him? No relation. This is important. Alright, I'll let you speak with him. Really? Yeah. Consider it my apology for deceiving you. Thanks, I won't be long. Follow me, Alex. I was led to a dark hallway filled with white, unmarked doors. A very different place from the lights and colours I've been used to seeing all week at the casino. Our steps echoed as we walked. The detective wasn't talking, and I wasn't in the mood for chit-chat either. Finally, we arrived at the last door. Detective Drake Kerrigan told me I only had a couple of minutes, and left. It was just me and that door, and on the other side, the truth. I opened the door, and on the other side was... Jack Viper. Oh, it's you, you're that reporter. Come on, Jack, drop the act. Oh, now you've come to mock me too. How sad, I thought you were above that, mon ami. I'm not here to make fun of you, I'm trying to help you. Joyous day, you're that little ray of light I needed today. He says that, but he doesn't look too happy. No, I can't keep wasting time with him like this. Jack, I need you to tell me the truth. You know why you were arrested, right? They say I'm a criminal. And are you? No, of course not. This will get me nowhere. How could you think that? Me, the magnificent Jack Viper, a common thief? You're being accused of being the sullen ace, far from a common thief, Jack. Listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but I know you're not who they say you are. But how do you... I need you to be honest with me. You've seen me before, right? Jack, who are you? And more importantly, who am I? Fine, I'll tell you. My real name is Melvin Curtis. Oh my god, what a terrible name. Jack Viper isn't my real name. Sorry if anyone out there is called Melvin Curtis. But, that's terrible. I'm sorry. It's just a stage persona. I figured that wasn't his real name, but it's way cooler than his actual name. Jack Viper was the name of a cool hero I once saw in a campaign of D&D somewhere. He wasn't even my character. A guy from my manga fan club created him. Wait, I didn't take you for a manga fan? Oh sure, I used to read them all the time back at my old job. I'm actually a computer engineer. Magic was just a hobby of mine. Melvin the computer geek, huh? Most of my tricks are designed with a special software I wrote myself. That's why I'm always one step above the other magicians. I have the magic of technology by my side. That's so cool. Stop it, I can smell your sarcasm from miles away. No, it's true, I've never heard of that. Well, most people think it's lame. That's why my true personality had to be hidden from everyone. When nobody was around, I snuck into my dressing room to play video games. That's why I had to create this Jack Viper persona. You know, dark, edgy performers sell more tickets than geeks. I think he'd be surprised, but that's not what I'm here to ask him. So Jack, I mean, Melvin. That was your big secret all along? Yeah. Please don't tell anyone, not even Rebecca. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm begging you. Alright. But you're not the Salinace. I just told you I'm not. I wish I was as cool as him though. Maybe I'll write a fanfic about him. I don't think saying you wish you were like him will help your case against the prosecutors. Fine. Alex, I never told this to anyone. I kind of feel like I can trust you. Yeah, thanks. But can I trust you? I'm sorry I'm not the man you're looking for. As usual, it seems like everyone wants Jack Viper. Melvin Curtis never fails to disappoint. No, it's nothing like that. I did hear something unusual about that Salinace though. Alright ladies, time's up. Detective Kerrigan, I almost forgot he was waiting outside. Come on, just one more minute. I'm sorry, but rules are rules. Don't worry Alex, we'll talk more, I promise. Yeah, sure Melvin. Don't say that in front of Detective Kerrigan. And just like that, Detective Kerrigan took me out of my cell. Out of the cell. This wasn't the secret I wanted to hear. He was just about to tell me something important, but that detective... Could he have been listening? Maybe he interrupted on purpose. I don't know what to think, or who to trust anymore. Benny seemed happy all this happened. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. And I know he has a grudge against Jack, but that seemed a little too much. Could this be another act for his web show? Wouldn't put it past that sleaze Mr. Schneider. Rebecca seemed desperate to save Jack Viper. I've never seen her like this. I bet this woman is hiding something. But what could it be? She's not hiding anything. She told us she's laundering money for the mob. Come on. She's desperate to save Jack because he's the one who makes all the fucking money around here. No surprise there. She has a lot to lose if things go wrong. She implied she knew me, or at least we've talked before. And that guy Mortimer, what's his deal? Jack Viper, or should I say Melvin Curtis. He shared something personal with me, but I don't know if it's because he's backed into a corner, or if it's another one of his tricks. Why would he lie about this? Or better yet, why would he reveal something like this to me? Not to mention, someone's still trying to blackmail him. Could this be about his real name, or perhaps... And finally, Drake Kerrigan himself. I know he's just doing his job, but it's obvious this is personal. He wants to prove to his peers he's a capable detective. And he did that in front of everyone. And now that he got a suspect, I don't think he'll let him go. These cops were very mean to him yesterday. I bet he's trying to prove himself to them. All of these people have secrets, but they're all my allies in this. Now the question is not where is the Salinace. That doesn't matter right now. I need to know what part I play in all this. How are all these pieces connected? I bet one of them holds the key to all this, but who? Well, this seems like a good place to stop actually, because we're pretty much exactly out of time. We're a little bit early. But we'll leave it here. I think Rebecca Mendoza's going to be the one to talk to though about this one. Benny's an idiot. Jack's an idiot. Drake's kind of an idiot. Rebecca is not an idiot. So she seems like the one to talk to. Anyway, I guess we'll find out next time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.